Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's Wednesday, it's 9 o'clock. It's time for a Hidden Gems. Now, this is one of my favourite videos on the channel. The idea of the Hidden Gem series is that I highlight or spotlight a trick or a routine or a product or a trick out of a book or a magazine that came out many, many years ago that people might not be aware of, that is, in my opinion, considered a hidden gem. You see, we stand on the shoulders of giants, and the problem with this industry is people race to buy that latest and greatest trick. And they forget about the tricks that came out 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30 years ago, that in many times are better than the tricks that have come out today, but nobody knows about them because no one's talking about them. The problem with the world that we live in right now is everything needs to be immediate. So we have the latest trick come out, and then a month later, everyone's talking about the next latest trick, and the next latest trick, and the next latest trick. And routines that came out years ago, a lot of the time people forget. And the whole idea of this series is to highlight tricks from years gone by that people might not be aware of, especially newer people in Magic, that I consider to be absolutely amazing. And this week, we're going to be talking about Jay Sankey, and we're going to talk about one of Jay's best routines, in my opinion. It's called In a Flash. It's by Jay Sankey. Here we go. So what is In a Flash? Well, In a Flash basically is a routine that Jay brought out, oh my gosh, maybe 20 years ago now, if not longer. And it's a trick deck. It's a one-trick pony. It just does this trick. Now, I say it only does this trick, but there's 26 regular cards. So you could, for example, cut half of the cards off, and if there's a trick you can do that only requires half the deck, you could do this, and then you could bring the rest of the deck into play to do In a Flash. Or you could, for example, have the aces in the top half of the deck, spread through and take out the aces, do Twisting the Aces, Doc Dailies, something like that, put them back and go into this trick. So there are ways to elongate the routine if you want to, but the actual In a Flash routine uses a specially prepared deck of cards. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the trick is. I don't want to ruin it. I'm just going to show you a performance, and then we're going to talk about it in detail and what makes it such a good trick. Why, in my opinion, it's a hidden gem. So let's have a look at it right now. This is In a Flash by Jay Sankey. So we're going to use a pack of cards for this, right? So we've got 52 cards, yeah?
Yeah.
All there, they're all different. And I asked you to get a coin. Have you got a coin that you can lend me as well? Yeah. Great. We're going to get back to the coin in a minute. It's a bit of a mashed up coin, but that's fine, no problem. So you're going to pick a card, right? Just grab a card out for me. Very good. And just, you can show the camera. I'll turn around. Just make sure that the camera can see. Sarah, can the camera see that?
Yeah.
Good stuff. And what I want you to do, right, is take this pen and just write your name on the face of the card. Don't let me see it, because I don't want to see it, but you write your name on there. And when you've done that, tell me. And then just show everyone your name.
Done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Can you see it now? Brilliant. Okay. So we're going to put the card, let me see. Why don't you put the card back there on that packet? And we'll bury it in the middle. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Can't get fairer than that, can you? That's like fair. Somewhere in here is your card, right?
Yeah.
So I could find your card one of two ways. I could either spread through the deck and look for it, or I could do it by magic. What would you prefer?
Magic.
Magic, okay. You got that 20p that I wanted? Yes?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour and put your initials on both sides of the coin? Your initials are R-A-P. Stands for wrap. Okay, and on the other side? Okay, and on the other side? Perfect. And on the other side, are we done? Great, you can put the pen back on the, the lid back on the pen, put it in my top pocket. And what do you know what we have here?
What?
What's this?
Flash paper.
Okay, you can tell that you're performing for a kid who knows about magic when you show him a post-it notepad and he goes, "Yes, Dad, that's flash paper." Yes, but if you were a layman, it wouldn't be flash paper. What would it be?
Post-it notepad.
Post-it notepad, right? But interestingly, I have a lighter as well, okay? So move away slightly because this could burn you. And if it does, that wouldn't be good because it's on camera and people realise it's my fault. You have to go that far away, right? Okay, I've done this trick once or twice before. It's okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this here on here like that. Can you see that, Sarah, on the camera? Is that seeable? Yeah, I want you to watch this, right? I'm gonna light the paper, and when I do, something amazing will happen. Watch. Check this out. Look, 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 look. I have made a hole in the deck. The cards have Look, we've got a hole here, we've got a hole here, we've got holes. Look, it's come down. Your signed card, oh, there's a hole there as well. Your signed card with your signed coin has landed on one card and one card only. Right, if this is your card, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Was that your card?
Yes!
Boom! So that's In a Flash by Jay Sankey. Now, why do I love this trick so much? Well, there's a few different reasons. The first reason is the effect is just amazing. When you actually think about it, it's a location of a signed playing card. So someone picks a card, it's lost in the deck, and you find it. But it's one of the best location tricks that you can see because it's got that incredible visual where the coin just melts through the deck and lands right next to the selected card. It's a really cool visual moment. Now, the other reason it's really good is you're combining cards with coins and fire. And I remember Michael J. Fitch telling me years ago that you incorporate fire into a routine or flash paper into a routine, and it's just going to make that routine 20 times better. This is a very intelligent use of flash paper because A, it allows you to, it's part of the methodology, it allows you to perform the trick, but B, it gives you that visual moment, and C, it kind of makes sense that if you're having the coin burn through the deck, you would have that flash of fire as it goes down. So there's a lot to really like about this in terms of how it looks and in terms of the routine itself and in terms of what happens. It's very, very easy to do, right? Like there's nothing difficult about it at all. Although it's not examinable at the beginning, realistically, it is examinable at the end. So when the coin has burnt through the deck's examined, the cards with the holes in it are examinable, the regular cards are examinable, the coin's examinable, everything is completely examinable, which is just amazing that the fact that this trick, which uses a gimmick deck of cards, is completely examinable at the end. Also, like I say, it uses a signed coin and a signed card. Also, it's going to last you a long time because every single time you do it, you're going to get a card signed. But when you at the end of every night, let's say you've done this 6 times, you just grab 6 random cards, put them into the deck, and you reset to do it again. So it's very easy to keep resetting it and doing it. It's an immediate reset. So you can go and do it from table to table to table and have it reset instantly. But at the end of the night, you can replace those cards very easily that you've had selected and signed, and you're good to do it at the next performance again a few times before you have to do that again. So it's very practical. I mean, it's classic Jay Sankey. I mean, it really is classic Jay Sankey. You see a lot of Jay's magic, and it has certain hallmarks. And this is a perfect example of Jay's genius thinking when it comes to close-up magic. It's much bigger than the sum of its parts. It's so easy to do. Realistically, you do a double undercut, you can do the trick, right? It's not hard, but that allows you to focus on presentation. It's also one of the only coin tricks that I know, and it is a coin trick because it uses coins and cards. It's one of the only coin tricks that I know where you don't have to know any sleight of hand with a coin at all. Normally, when you're using coins, you have to vanish the coin, or you have to switch the coin, or you have to do something, even if it's just something simple like a shuttle pass. But with this, there is literally nothing to do. It packs small, it plays big, and it works for every single audience. It's why In a Flash by Jay Sankey, in my opinion, is one of the best tricks of all time. And if you haven't heard of it, or you don't know about it, or maybe you did it years ago and you haven't done it for a while, because that happens, doesn't it? We buy tricks, it's in our act, we love those tricks, and then we put them to one side and we stop doing them, and then you go back to them years later and you wonder why you ever stopped doing it. If you stop doing this, go back and get it out and do it again, because it really is super strong. It's called In a Flash by Jay Sankey. So that's this week's Hidden Gems. Do me a favor, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, you wanted to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. And don't forget, you can go ahead and join the Netrix. Just go to www.thenetrix.com. That's www.thenetrix.com. Go and check it out and see what all the fuss is about. I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.